We're speaking with Henry Santoro, now a longtime member of the Boston music scene and a longtime member of the Boston music community. Your Tea Party memories?
Well, do you know, I was about 10 years old when the Tea Party first started. My Tea Party memories go back to my sister, who was just a few years older than me, but she was there every night the club was open.
Oh.
So she would run home, tell me the stories, and I always would go in my dad's wallet and take some money, and I'd run to the store and I'd buy the Jethro Tull album, I'd buy the Led Zeppelin album, I'd buy the Jeff Beck album, and I would come home and would put them on the turntable in the living room with a big French provincial console, and I would crank it up, and I swear that the reason I'm in the music business was because my sister went to the Tea Party. I was too young, but I had to get into those clubs, needed to get into those clubs. It was part of, it got into my bloodstream so early at such a young age that there was nothing I could do but drift that way. My first concert was Creedence Clearwater Revival, you know?
So even though you never got to the Tea Party secondhand, it was still a major influence on what you do with your life.
It was still in my house. I mean, the Tea Party was in my house. I didn't see my sister on the nights that she was there, but I'd wake up and I'd say, "Where'd you go?" "Well, I went to the Tea Party." "Well, what did you see?" "I saw, I saw Led Zeppelin." I was like, "You what? Are you kidding me?" You know, The Who. "You got to pick this album Tommy up when it comes out. It's unbelievable." And so we did, and that was that. Great. I mean, it was, and it's the reason that I've had a lasting career in Boston. You know, knock wood that I've always been fortunate enough to live and work in the Boston area, and I never had to become a radio gypsy. Always just stayed here and made my mark here, and that's why an event like this means so much.
What do you think it means for the Tea Party to be commemorated this way?
Well, it's recognized by people that we didn't know were paying attention.
That's pretty profound, Harry, actually, yeah. Who knows? Now it's official. It's actually a part of the pop culture.
It is absolutely official, yeah. And you know, and there are more to come. The Tea Party started it, but there were a lot of clubs in this town that...
There's the Rat, there's the Channel, there's the Jazz Workshop,
Lenny's
there's
on the Turnpike.
You bet.
I can tell you a quick Lenny story if you want.
Sure, we're going to get to that eventually. Let's do it.
10 years old, my mother had to call Lenny to get permission to bring me up to the club, put me in my Dr. Denton's, brought me up to the club. Oscar Peterson is playing, the man with 15 fingers, and at the first intermission, my mother goes up to, it says, "My 10-year-old son would love to meet you. He's into music so much." So Oscar comes over and he says, "So you like music?" He said, "Yes, I do, Mr. Peterson." You like this jazz stuff?" He said, "Yes, I do, Mr. You like rock and roll?" "Well, I do like rock and roll too." So then he went away. As he started his second set, he came over to me, he picked me up in his arms, brought me on stage, sat me on the piano bench, and I did the whole second set with him sitting on the bench.